Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Sai Tech Guru. In this video, I'm going to compare the display comparison between the Mi11X versus the Moto Edge 20 device. This is a question which has been requested by few of my subscribers asking me to compare both phones side by side. Let's see how much difference can be there in terms of the display saturation and the contrast level. This is what I'm going to exactly compare between this both phones. So the Mi11X has got the Samsung Super AMOLED E4 type of technology display, and where is the Moto Edge 20 which has got the 10-bit AMOLED type of panel. Let's see how much difference we can actually expect between these both phones in terms of the display, colors and saturation levels. So first let me show you what is the display preset values I have selected during this kind of demonstration. And the Mi11X has got the 120Hz refresh rate, 360Hz touch sampling rate, and the Moto Edge 20 has got the 144Hz refresh rate and 576Hz touch sampling rate in the Moto Edge 20. So these are the hardware specifications, and screen size is of 6.7 inches, 6.67 inches, so slightly kind of close to each other, and the punch hole is slightly smaller on the Mi11X device when compared with the Moto Edge 20 device. And borders and bezels, everything looks kind of similar, but the bottom one is slightly wide in the Mi11X device and it's slim in the Moto Edge 20. And right now let me show you the color scheme options what are available. In the Moto Edge 20, you do have only natural and the saturated mode and the color temperatures. Only two options you are having in the Moto Edge 20. And whereas the Mi11X device has got the vivid mode, saturated, normal colors and the advanced settings, if you try to go there, enhanced, lot of options you are having exactly in the Mi11X device in terms of the screen calibrations and everything. And now let me play sample video between both phones where you can actually compare saturation levels and the contrast levels side by side. So which phone looks really good with studio lighting effect, without studio lighting effect. So that is how I will be trying to do in terms of the display comparisons. So right now I'm trying to compare the both phones displays by playing the same video in both phones with the full brightness mode. So full brightness is enabled in both phones, and now you can actually see the colors how they look, and brightness is slightly higher in the Mi11X device when compared with the Moto Edge 20 device. So in terms of the brightness levels, you will definitely feel good in the while watching in the Mi11X smartphone in terms of the brightness. So that might be the reason why you are seeing this kind of area is slightly highlighted in the Mi11X device when compared with the Moto Edge 20 device. So right now try to observe very closely between both phones in terms of the colors and everything. Saturation levels, you can clearly see the difference how it is between both devices. As you can see, it's not bad. So because of the brightness levels in the Mi11X device, it looks kind of really good in the Mi11X device, and even you do have the small punch hole cutout, very small. That's a very good thing. I did like this kind of small punch hole, and even the small punch hole can take wide selfies. That's one best thing about this phone, which I did like. Whereas in the Moto Edge 20, it does have the slightly kind of similar kind of punch hole. So with the same kind of other phones, what others are having, similar kind of that. There's nothing much difference in terms of the punch hole positions. So both phones looks really good, friends, in terms of the viewing angles and everything. Let me just slightly tilt the phone so you'll be able to see the viewing angles, how they look. Not bad in terms of the viewing angles, both looks really good. And now let me turn off the studio light effect. So without studio lighting, we'll try to see it. So we just little bit kind of room light in the room. So we are trying to compare both phones in terms of the full brightness. So now let me turn off even that light, and then we'll try to check what is the minimum lowest brightness which phone has got, low brightness levels. So let me turn off, and right now the light is off, and let's decrease complete brightness between both phones. So now both phones are completely zero. In the zero brightness levels, both phones are really good. I mean, in the low brightness, both are having really great low brightness capacities. Not bad. You can see, friends, both phones same kind of brightness capacity. In full brightness, let me to increase in the complete darkness, and now you'll be able to compare both phones side by side how they look. As you can see, friends, clearly not bad. So for me, it looks really good watching in the Moto Edge 20 or the Mi11X device. Doesn't matter much. So there's not a huge difference I can say at this point, but having the additional advantage of having the high brightness levels in the Mi11X device slightly feels good, little bit. So now with the full lighting effect. So that's it, friends. Thank you for watching this video, and in case if you have any other queries, let me know in the comment section below with what phones you want me to compare similarly like this. Definitely I'll try to do the comparisons as much as possible, as soon as possible as well. And see you in the next video, friends, and stay tuned for more updates. Meanwhile, signing off. Bye.